when it comes to finances, because she's the CEO of the home, how do you guys kind of make that,
easy.
work?
Easy. Bradley said something to me 4 years ago. He said, if your wife goes to Target and has to think about how much money is in the bank or if it's going to upset you about the credit card, then you're a lazy piece of shit.
Damn.
Get to work. Get to work. That's what he said. Get to work. You should tell your wife to go spend so much money at Target that you get sick of spending money at Target. I was like, wow, what a different viewpoint. Yeah. So what I did with my wife is I put her on a salary of $100,000 a year. She gets paid a salary, and she's an employee of the organization, the empire. So she has $100,000 cash. She does whatever the F she wants to do with it. I don't know what she does with it. I don't care what she does with it. And then she also puts everything on the family Amex, and I pay it off every Friday. Every Friday I pay it off. I don't care. I don't even look what she's spending the money on. I don't care. You go do whatever you want to do. I'm sure it's for the kids. And I did that about 4, maybe almost 5 years ago when Brad Lee told me that. And so then all the finances, I have a bookkeeper that pays all the finances. All the bills are paid for out of like the family finances, but it's all the money that I make. And my wife has her own $100,000 because I also realized that what I was doing when I was younger is I would give my wife access to my money.
My money.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Younger version of Pace, you're a piece of shit for thinking this. And if I could have gone back and I said, no, this is our money. It doesn't happen without her. You're not as motivated. You're not as empowered. You're not as supported without her and that feminine energy. And it was when Brad Lee said that to me, I go, all right, I'm changing this up. I'm putting my wife on payroll. She does what she wants. I'm giving her own credit card. She spends what she wants. And there's months where like my bookkeeper will go, hey, did you know that, blah, blah, blah. And I go, perfect. Tell her to spend more.
Yeah.
I need to be more efficient. It forces me to be more efficient. It forces me to do this. Now, I hope I'm not making her sound like she's a lunatic. She's very frugal. She's very good. But also I don't want her going, and if it's anything with the kids, if there's a moment where she has to stop and go, do we have money for this? Then that means I didn't do my job.
Bro, I did the opposite. Where things
currently, you mean your financial situation is different than mine currently?
It's different, but I had to come up with a similar system.
Okay,
where we call it allowance, right? Where she has her own money to do her own thing, because I used to see what she was spending her money on.
Yeah. That'll drive a lot of people crazy.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Right? Like, you got to stay in line and all that type of stuff. And so we had to come up with a system for her to have her own card that I don't see. Yeah. And you just spend whatever you want. Because again, I'm like, you're not bringing in all the money, man.
Yeah, you're like, hold on a second. I've made comments, like jackass comments, where I'm like, as fast as I can make it, we have figured out a way to spend
to get rid of it.
But that was, again, 4.5, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And when Bradley said that to me, and I said, for every $10,000 my wife spends, I need to figure out how to be more efficient and more profitable in my endeavors. And honestly, I need to find another revenue or I need to find another stream of revenue. So I stopped thinking that way. But you decided to give her an allowance that has nothing to do with you, which is smart.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. And it's profits from the business that just goes there, and you go do your thing.
Yeah.
I don't get to judge you with the Amazon boxes that comes in every single day, all this type of stuff. That was a very, very, very big stress point in our relationship until we separated in that way. Now we still we have our money together that comes in, and we do the profit first system with money coming in and how it's broken up and all that. But on the personal side, I had to give her freedom, and that really lessened the stress in the home.
Yeah, dude, no grown-ass human being wants to feel like another human being is telling them where to spend their money.
But I'm the man.
Yeah. I did that until I was 35. I mean, guys, I did it for 20 years the wrong way. And, part of the reason why my wife always wanted to have a job and work wasn't just because I didn't ask her. It's because I would say stupid adolescent things to her about how she was spending her money. So her thought was, well, I'm going to make my own money so I can do whatever the freak I want. And now I put her on payroll. She is this, her job title is the CEO of the home. Mm-hmm. Her money she makes is $100,000 a year is her money because she earned it. Mm-hmm. And then the credit card is for the house stuff. The $100,000 is whatever she can go blow money on. Go blow it.
Yeah.
Go through it. Ask for a raise, for heaven's sakes. She's never asked for a raise, but go ask for a raise. And the Amazon boxes too. I was talking to Grant Cardone about this like a year ago. I was at dinner with him and Elena, and somebody made a joke about the Amazon things. Like, just like you said, like, oh yeah, my wife, like every time I come home, there's stacks of Amazon boxes. And Grant says, you know how I feel about that? It means I'm doing a good job.
Right.
I was like, great perspective.
Yeah.